So the project that I'm gonna be doing for the next 3 days is located at the central district of Seoul. And it's known for many things, but it's one of the most visited tourist districts with Myeongdong and DDP located in that district. And I'm a little concerned about today because it is quite gloomy. Actually, it is completely cloudy and there is rain in the forecast. And that might delay the continuation of this project a little bit today. So that's something that's on my mind, but not too concerned. Yeah. Get that little bit of action on this side before I go up so you can catch it.
Yeah.
No paint wasted. Hi, my name is Mr. Tong, and I'm a street artist currently based in South Korea. So people currently know me as Mr. Tong with the iconic signatures. Yeah, the tongues you see on the street, yeah, that's me. So I've been doing this for roughly about 16 years. And I can't really keep account of how many I've done. I can say it's definitely over 10,000, but that's a rough number. Through my artwork, I want to convey that there are things in life that we often pass by and we go unnoticed, even though we walk right past it or drive right past it, because they're so fixated on the stresses, the distractions of life. Most people do not get to be blessed by certain positive things that are around their lives. And so through street art, through real free art, that's what I hope to convey. That's the main message that I hope to convey. Yeah. Welcome to the studio. Welcome to the studio. I guess like I separated into two dividers so that the smell doesn't go out.
Yeah.
This is the piece that I'm currently working on right now, and yeah, this is like my supplies,
Right.
table, and all that. And this actually, I like to have the space a little bit more spacious, so just a little bit more room to breathe, Yeah, and something. I mean, you saw skateboards. I actually skateboard in here sometimes to take my mind off of things, or if I just need to take a quick break.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for skateboarding, I wouldn't have gone into this street culture. I wouldn't have taken interest in the street culture.
Wow.
You know?
Where did you grow up?
I mainly grew up in Los Angeles as well as New York. And so I was skating around everywhere, as a means of transportation, but also to stay active, and it's something that I loved, with me and my friends, just kind of going to abandoned parking lots or whatnot, Yeah, speaking of New York, let me show you a piece that I have here that I actually wanted to show you.
Yeah.
This piece is actually from the subway station. It's a miniature version of the subway station that I used to get off at to get to my house, Mural Avenue. And this is, I kind of got a miniature version, did a little tag on there with the wax marker, as if that's something that you would actually see in New York, but a miniature version of it.
I see.
Yeah, and it's kind of like always at top, reminding me in plain sight where my roots are based from, because New York is also where I actually found my roots of this, of my identity as Mr. Tung.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of my reminder. And the current project that I am undergoing right now is a project called All City Tour, where I visit all 85 cities in South Korea. So during the All City Tour, there were times where I was a little bit confused, but I ignored it. I just continued the way I've been going. But there was a pivotal moment where I felt I wanted to change, and there was a calling for me to change and grow. Not that there was anything wrong with the way I was going about it, but that there was maybe a better way, a more intentional way of going about this all-city tour. And so once I started leaning more in towards that and what that calling is, though I am in a period of transition and growth currently as well, I have decided to make that shift and make that change, and trying to figure out what that is. Every artist, every person goes through a season of growth, and I am no exception to that. I usually pick like a Bible verse that the mural will be based on. So this will be based on Colossians 1:16. Yeah, and it says, "In him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities. All things have been created through him and for him." So I'm thinking of titling this piece, "All Things Created." So as I started the All City Tour roughly about 3 years ago, in the middle of the tour, I had this revelation. I felt a certain conviction in my heart that I was kind of fighting with. Do I continue to go about it in the same way that I've been doing? God spoke to me and God wanted me to go in a different direction. That was something that I was battling through, I was struggling through internally. And after giving a lot of thought and prayers, I've come to a point where I felt I needed to make this a little bit more public and to share it with others who might be going through some sort of transitional period in their lives in different areas or different professions, can also relate to it and be motivated and be encouraged that transition is, though uncomfortable, is okay, and that there is a timing for transition as well. And so that's currently the state that I'm in right now, and why I felt the need to share with the public. I think this is where I get the inspiration for such as this, like this type. This is where I get inspiration for this. All things were created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible. So I guess this would be the visible part, on earth. As I said, I get a lot of inspiration from nature, so. You know, the first thing about nature is it's so grand that I can't really grasp it, you know? There's so much color variations that I could never think of on my own. You know, I'm so busy and caught up with the way I'm living. I gotta do this and I gotta do that. But whether I do it or not, nature is going to continue. It does not care, or it does not matter of the mental or emotional thought that I go through, right? And so it really humbles me. You know what's gonna be a cool shot though? When I take this outside, you see that corner?
Yeah.
I can't reach it from here, so I'm gonna have to go outside and then have to reach over and paint. So from this angle, it's gonna look pretty, I think.
Yeah.
Every mural that I paint has their significant meaning. I think it exemplifies a certain period or season that I'm going through. But I also try not to dwell too much on each mural or each painting or each project. That exemplifies life itself too. Like the good times, yes, celebrate it, but we must move on, and same thing with the bad. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the reason why I do what I do with street art is to connect with people in a visual way. I have a special cap that I used to sign. It's the NY Fat. My favorite cap. 4 days of painting, all done. Time to sign. There we go. I truly believe that there is an inner child in all of us, no matter the age. Through the assortment of colors or the different designs that I try to execute in my artwork, I want people to take that away, to be playful and to not be afraid of being playful. Yes, you will be criticized. Yes, you will be judged by some. And so I want people to really be playful and to be childlike in the way we approach life.